Hey guys, so my name is Andrew, or Andy Epics, whatever you want to call me, and I've decided to start vlogging a little bit about various experiences that I've had in my life. This is going to be a little different because this vlog is more about what life is like with autism and what life is like being someone with autism and specifically someone who has been a cadet and will soon potentially be a commissioned Canadian Armed Forces officer. I feel it's important to tell the other side of the story about what it's like to live with autism because what you hear in the news isn't exactly true. I'm just going to get some water, but I'll keep talking. So, you've probably heard about the government's plans for autism. And you probably remember Doug Ford's comments back in like 2010 when that group home for kids with autism moved into his neighborhood. How he said it was driving down property values and things. And that the police and fire department were there 2 or 3 times a week. I may have misquoted. I apologize if I did. But that's only the one side of autism. That's the side that society thinks you should see. Where we're all freaks. People that deserve to be in an institution rather than out in society. I served for 5 years in an Army cadet unit as a cadet with autism. I served for 5 years, but not just for 5 years, but with distinction. Being who I am, I didn't try for anything. I never try-harded. I never tried to win any awards. I just maintained my level of dedication to the program that helped me transform into who I am. Because when you think about it, we all start out in our youth as people that how do I put it? I don't know how to put it. We all start out in our youth as very different people from the ones we are when we turn 18 and 19. For those of us with autism, that changes a little harder. Because, well, we have more going on, so to speak. I'm going to start with a little bit about myself. This vlog will just be me talking about what it's like to live as a teenager with autism. Some of my challenges and some of my successes. I'll get into my cadet experiences later. Because right now I feel like talking about who I am is more important. I'm 19 years old. I have a form of autism called Asperger's, or Asperger's. I'm not really sure how you pronounce it, and I've had it, and I've been diagnosed with it for like 10 years. I'm an aerospace nerd. I spend my time watching rocket launches or playing Kerbal Space Program. But I'm not all that. I'm also extraordinarily outgoing, which is a contradiction for people with autism. Autism is currently diagnosed in 1 in 40 boys and 1 in 128 girls. The reason for the gender bias is boys tend to display the characteristics earlier than girls. After 5 years of cadets, I've learned that even ordinary people have their struggles. I have one friend who's double jointed and couldn't march properly. I once almost blew up a stove. Yeah, I almost cinched my eyebrows off there. But that's another story. Right now, the story I'm trying to tell is about me. I have a learning disability in mathematics, which for people with autism may seem a little unusual. Most people with autism are extraordinarily gifted in math and science, in the STEM fields, science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. But I do STEAM, science, technology, engineering, mathematics, and the arts. I don't do science. For me, the A is the most important part of that. I love drama. I love to act, sing, dance. Well, not dance. I can ballroom dance, but that's about it. I want to be a movie director. And I feel that to be a movie director, you have to understand the other side of things. You have to understand acting. I apologize. I'm making this at 9:39 at night, so it's a little late for me. I have a group of close friends. We all do. But for me, my group of friends is extraordinarily important to me. Because if I didn't have my group of friends, well, I'd be a loner. But again, I'm an extrovert, which is different than most people with autism. Most people with autism would prefer to sit on their own at lunch, at school, or do a variety of other things. I prefer to sit with my friends. They're close to me. And I have tremendous amounts of respect for them. And my family for putting up with me over the years. I've not always been this way. I've always been autistic, yes. But it wasn't always detectable with me. It wasn't until I was 10 that I got diagnosed. And while that may seem limiting, it's not. A diagnosis of autism is not a limiting thing. A diagnosis of autism opens the door for help in school and for people who don't have as high functioning of autism as I do, the help for care. But now, I'm not going to go on a political tirade. I'll save that for another video. But this is going to be my first vlog on my Fairhead Films site. I want to make movies. I want to be a director. And that may seem a little tough for someone with autism because it's so cutthroat. But I think being autistic gives me a new perspective, a different perspective on things. I think that for me, being autistic shows that I can be creative while being different. There's a saying for people with autism, different but not less. And that saying has meant so much to me in my life. I've lived by that saying for most of it. For most of the life that I've known about my diagnosis, I've lived by the different not less motto. Now, I don't have the blue puzzle piece plastered all over my house, but my achievements are. I've achieved so much in my 5 years in the cadet program and in my life. I've done 2 college dual credit courses, which is something they offer here in Ontario, where it's coupled with a cooperative work placement. But basically what I did was I would go to work for 4 days a week, and then I would go to college 1 day a week. And that gave me a lot of insight on the world to come. the independence, the teachers not chasing you for your homework, all that sort of stuff. Well, it was a bit of a change in all honesty, but that's, again, another video. One that will probably come next year when I'm in college. I'm studying media next year. And for me, I feel a tremendous sense of accomplishment from that. I didn't think I would even be able to go to post-secondary school at one point, back in middle school. I was concerned that I would be just one of those people with autism living off of society. But people with autism can be productive members of society. I know a few. I'm one of them. Finding a job being autistic is hard, but I think that if we show that we're not that different from the rest of the world, and that we don't fit in this box that society wants to put us in, that we can do something great. This is one of the reasons I'm starting this vlog series, is to show that people with autism aren't that different, and that we need to end the stigma surrounding it. We need to make people with autism a part of our community. Go out and make friends with them, because they will blow you away with some of the things they know. Now, if they're like me, I've developed this innate skill where I can tell people something and they'll believe me, even though, whatever. I've become one of the people who, in my life, I believe that in the future, I can be one of the healthy, productive members of society. Not just someone sitting at home playing video games or editing videos on my computer all day, but someone that can do some good, make real change. I'll post a video on what I've done about life, on what I've done so far in my life, my achievements and so on later. But I'm just going to run down a few of them for you. I graduated high school in 5 years. Now, for someone in an ASD program, that's not that uncommon, because we have to take some extra social and learning skills courses. I served in an Army Cadet Corps for 5 years with distinction, graduating at the rank of Master Warrant Officer and having completed all 5 levels of the cadet program. I earned an award, or awards every year that I was in the cadet program. I'm planning to commission into the Canadian Armed Forces as an officer with the cadet instructor cadre. I don't care how many hurdles people throw up, because people with autism will always find a way to bust them down. We're determined. People with autism aren't just freak shows. That's the word I'm looking for. We aren't just freaks. We're people. And I guess what this vlog series is going to show is that no matter who we are, whether we have autism or not, we need to, we can show society that we can kick some butt. Because with this, I believe in the fact that even though no two people with autism are alike, no two people in general are alike. Unless you're a clone or identical twins. But even identical twins look different. But no. Eventually, these won't be just me sitting in front of my computer talking to you. Eventually, I'll bring in people that I know. People who I've worked with. Or just people in general. Eventually, I may bring friends onto the show. I don't know yet. But this is a vlog for which I think I can use to show a different side of autism. So with that, I'm going to call it the lopsided view, because that's what most people think autism is a lopsided view of the world. So I'm going to call it the lopsided view, because to me, I don't know, it's just a good name. But it's going to be about what life is like with autism, what being a cadet with was like with autism, what college life is like with autism, and eventually what it's like to be an officer in the military with autism. And I'm also going to be posting future potential short films on here, made by me. Or even eventually excerpts from full-length feature film experiments that I'm writing. Because I want people to see that talent comes in all forms, and it's not just the big names, like the Chris's, or it's not just Chris Pratt or Jennifer Lawrence or or Olivia Holt or Ross Lynch. It's everyone. Everyone has their own special talent. And I want to showcase a little bit of, just that little bit of mine here on this channel. Eventually, I may post my movies on here if I make them full-length feature films. But we'll see what happens in the future. This has been The Lopsided View with Andrew Fairhead. I appreciate you coming to watch. And if you have any questions, please post them in the comment section below. Have a good night.